So I came across this and I thought to myself, really, really, really SNP and Greens. Outrage is SNP and Greens block Freedom of Glasgow for Scots Army Regiment and brand it problematic. We'll get into why I suspect they brand it as problematic, yeah? But in the meantime, let me read you some of the following. So SNP and Scottish Green councillors have been slammed after voting against a motion to give the Freedom of Glasgow to the Royal Regiment of Scotland to celebrate its 20th anniversary. So Glasgow Labour councillor James Adams brought forward the motion to Glasgow City Council to recognise the regiment's service and sacrifice, as well as Glasgow's long-standing links with the armed forces. More than 20 local authorities across Scotland, including Edinburgh and Aberdeen, have already granted the honour to the regiment, with Glasgow being the first to reject it. Think about that. Think of something else. Highest percentage of, refugees, uninvited guests, all the rest of it. And who's doing all the encouraging? Well, the Greens, the SNP, to a certain extent Labour, but, But, just saying. So, the SNP Glasgow group said giving the regiment the freedom of the city was inherently problematic. Think about this, honestly. And yet again, when, you've got fellow YouTube buddies like Resisting the Lies going, I just don't get it. How the hell are the SNP? And again, and I keep saying to people, look at the 10%ers. Look at those with the various interconnected networks who are obligated to get out there and do things where other people, for whatever reason, cynical or other, what's the point of voting, blah, blah, blah. I get all that. Absolutely. I totally get all that. But don't be surprised why you've got, like, the SNP in. Seriously. What you're dealing with is this motivated 10%, and until people start recognising it, they're just not going to work it out. But, so Labour councillors said the decision leaves Glasgow completely out of step with the rest of the country and represents a break from generations of civic tradition in recognising military service. Councillor Adams said, it is frankly shameful that the SNP and Greens chose to block this honour for the Royal Regiment of Scotland in its 20th anniversary year. This was a chance for Glasgow to stand united in recognising the courage, sacrifice and service of the men and women who have served our country, including many with deep links to the city. Instead, the SNP and Greens turned their backs on them. More than 20 councils across Scotland, including Edinburgh and Aberdeen, have already conferred this honour. Glasgow now stands out for all the wrong reasons. A bit repetitious, but the freedom of the city is one of the highest civic honours that can be granted. It has been used for generations to recognise exceptional service and sacrifice. There is no credible reason why the Royal Regiment of Scotland should have been denied that recognition today. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'll carry on with this in a minute, what is their problem, the SNP and the Greens? What do you suspect the problem is? What's problematic, do you reckon, of these fine individuals, that they can't receive this honour? What is it? Answers on a postcard. Anyway, back to this. At a time when servicemen and servicewomen continue to put themselves in harm's way to protect our country and support communities at home and abroad, this decision sends entirely the wrong message. People across Glasgow will be asking why the SNP and Greens could not bring themselves to support what should have been a simple, respectful and unifying gesture. Honestly, could you think of any reason why the SNP or the Greens have a problem with this? Anyway, your thoughts. A share or two? If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I'll speak to you soon.